Hello and welcome to the theElpyDimension. I'm your guide, Elpy. So maybe you just saw my video, or maybe you didn't, stating that I'm going to do a little experiment with, see, I already see more cocoons, with starting with just cocoons. I'm not unique in doing this. There are other people who do this. I mean, it's just part of, it's like chicken eggs. Some people buy chicks and some people hatch. But anyways, so I was just going to do a picture because I told you about it, that I mixed coffee grounds and peat moss that I have for potting some stuff up, and that I was going to go ahead and count them out and then tell you, put letters on there, which I believe I did, but I figured I'd do a video anyways. Check this out. Can you see that? 200. It might not look like 200, but you can clearly see that there are a lot of cocoons. I was gonna stop at 100, and then I was gonna stop at 150, but I figured I should just keep going. And by the time I got to 170 or so, above 150, I really did have to start looking more, but like the first 100 were easy to find. And this is a gallon of material. And there's a cocoon there, there's a cocoon there, and it's full of, there's still tons of wisps in here. In fact, there's another cocoon there. In fact, I took a breeding pair of adults out of here and put them in my strawberry bed under the leaves. So yeah, in a gallon of material, I easily found 200 cocoons. And this is from just one of my bins. And I have, and you can see that there are more cocoons in there. So I'm going to put a little bit more material of the material that they are in. Try not to put any more cocoons. See, there's 2 cocoons there, because a solid 200 is easier for me to remember. That's a seed. And then I'm going to top it off with more of this wet peat moss coffee mixture. And ultimately, I'm going to move these guys into a bigger container. But this was a spur of the moment. I mean, I talked about doing it, possibly, and I just decided, because there were just so many cocoons in this material, that I didn't. So then I'll top it off with some of this wet and call it a day. Thank you so much for your time and your interest. Be safe, be well, bye for now.